From the Gospel according to Matthew. Some Pharisees approached him and tested him, saying, Is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for any cause whatever? He said, in reply, Have you not read that from the beginning the Creator made them male and female, and said, For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh? So they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, no human being must separate. They said to him, Then why did Moses command that the man give the woman a bill of divorce and dismiss her? He said to them, Because of the hardness of your hearts, Moses allowed you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. So now I'm going to ask you to stand up. And please just feel free to try to follow this beautiful ones. Just dance a little bit. I'm going to need you to just, right. Just feel free to go with the flow, okay? Just keep dancing the waltz. Keep dancing the waltz.
The wall? But it's a different rhythm. I can't.
Can you still? Okay, you can sit. So, how was it for you? Could you recognize the waltz in the midst of all the noise and the techno electronic music?
No.
No,
At first, yes.
At first, yes. Yeah, but maybe if you pay close attention, it was kind of like there in the background. Okay, so Saint John Paul II speaks about the echo of what he calls the original experiences. So in the gospel we read, I just want to focus on one phrase Jesus said. He said, "In the beginning it was not so." They're speaking about divorce and they have all these questions, and then Jesus tells them, well, Moses told you that because of the hardness of your hearts, but in the beginning it was not so. So what Jesus is doing, he says, if we want to understand ourselves, if we want to understand who we are and where we're at in our world, we have to go back to the beginning. Before sin, things were different. Our experience of God and ourselves and of our bodies was different. After sin, things were distortioned. So now it's very hard to get a sense of the original plan, like how God created us, how we are. So whenever you feel there's still an echo of those original experiences in ourselves. So it's like trying to find that waltz in the midst of all the noise, in the midst of all the distortion. But if you look deep down, you can still hear that. You can still find that echo of that original experience. So there's 3 of them, and I'm just going to focus on one. It's called original solitude. What God created man and woman, well, he created Adam. Adam means earth. It's made out of the earth, but it's still not male or female, right? It's talking about human being. God created him, and he said to him, it is not good for man to be alone. He felt a solitude within himself. Why? He named all of the animals, and still he did not find anyone like himself. Now, this experience of solitude, when you think of solitude, do you think of something positive or negative? Positive? Negative? Okay, right.
Different personalities.
Well, you know, solitude might have a negative connotation in our today's world, right? It is not good for man to be alone. But originally, this original solitude was something positive, was something good, was something beautiful. Because man realized, I am above all the rest of creation. He realized, I'm aware that I exist. All these animals are not. He realized he had dominion. And he realized, he became aware of a great gift that nothing else in creation had. And it was his freedom. He realized he could make choices. Now, freedom, you know, especially in our society, freedom is often portrayed as like the highest value there is. But it's not. There's a higher value than freedom. Freedom is for a purpose. Why did God create us free? To love. If you're not free, you can't love. So Adam realized he was made to love. He became aware of that. He became aware of God's love, but he became aware of his own vocation to love. So original solitude is a positive experience that lets you know you are made in the image and likeness of God. You experience, you are above the rest of creation, of the created world, right? And you have a vocation to love. You know that you exist, you're aware of your existence, and you are aware of your freedom. But this freedom is there for a purpose. It's there for you to love. So I'm just going to end with an invitation for each and every one of you and of us to reconnect, to try to listen to that original solitude, which tells you, lets you know how good you are, lets you know what your vocation is, what your fundamental vocation to love is. And it also lets you know that you are good. You are good. God loves you just as you are, and you are made to love. This is maybe a little more than 7 minutes, but that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.